So hey guys, I'm Lakesh Kapoor and you're watching DroidCrunch. In this video, I'm going to talk with you about Softr. It will be my detailed, in-depth review of Softr, its services, its features, pricing, pros and cons, and everything will be discussed in this video. So keep watching till the end and you will know about this platform. You will be more comfortable using it and you will get to know all the aspects of this software. What are the drawbacks, what are the advantages, and what are the benefits of using it, and how you can make it like your friend, your companion, to create any kind of an application that you may want. You may have many ideas in your mind, you may have many ideas, startup ideas, bootstraps, or whatever, and I will talk to you what you can create. And if you are having any desire to create something big, something scalable, I'm gonna just talk that with you as well. So you already know that for any application you need databases, robust databases, and authentication systems, and so that any user may not get trouble, or you need perfect templates, perfect emailing system. Everything has to be there, and to create from the start, from the scratch, you have to deal with a lot of issues, a lot of setbacks, and a lot of problems. Of course, for any tech stack, you have to deal with a lot of things, but with Software, it makes you everything easy. You have to take care of what is crucial, what is important, and what is pertinent for the application to have. So Software allows you to choose any database, that is your monday.com database, your Notion, your ClickUp, your Supabase authentication, MySQL, Postgres database, or any kind of database. And for example, you are having a ClickUp database where you have stored all the projects you are working on, and you have all your employees data and everything. So you can use the data and create an application. You can give that application to the HR, and they can manage effectively everything. Using that, they can create new records, they can check, view records in multiple views, list, Kanban, and any kind of views they can use. And this kind of internal application works in most cases. So yeah, authentication system is really robust in software, and it is not even a hard nut to crack creating applications using that. So let's quickly get in on the screen and see how it really works and how you can benefit using it. So please keep watching. So let's get more into the details of Softr, how it works and what it is, and what you can make out of the box using this application. So coming to the software, it is like a no-code application, just like Noloco, and allows you to create some interesting applications. Like its interface is like Airtable, where you have data, interfaces, and all of those steps, automations. For the automation, we have now workflows in Software, but it works like charm. It has its own software databases, and you have integrations as well. You can connect your Supabase, MySQL, Postgres, Airtable, monday.com, HubSpot, Notion, and all of those different kind of databases for your application really easily. And here are some use cases. You can create portals, CRMs, inventory apps, dashboards, forms for creating or updating the data, intranet, and you can see all more use cases all there. And for any application, you have to have like a robust authentication, so it provides you that. It has its own user management system, so you don't have to worry about that. It's really robust. You can do single sign-on, Google sign-in, and all of those stuff you can implement it really easily. And it works by connecting to your data and customizing the layout and logic, and then you can publish and launch very easy, very sophisticated, right? So I'm gonna just head over to my dashboard and show you how it works. Now you can see that I have apps, databases, workflows, and integrations on my sidebar. First of all, we will talk about apps, how we can create it, whether from the scratch or from a template or using AI. Thereafter, we will talk about databases, workflows, and integrations. So all of these are really essentials to understand so as to create a powerful and robust application using Softr. So if you are an advanced user, you can create using the scratch option, where you can build your databases, create fields and everything from the scratch. But if you are a beginner and you just want to start out or see how or which type of applications you can create, then you can definitely go with the template or create using AI. Templates do have a lot of categories to choose from, and then in these categories there are a lot of templates that you can use. So for example, you want to create an internal tool, and then there are categories like work order management or templates like work order management, inventory management, project management, or what type of software you want to create. Then the marketplaces, you have freelance marketplace, property listing, online classes. Then you have some websites templates like SaaS website, B2B website, SaaS dashboard, fintech website, release notes, clean landing page, or any of it. And then you have also the forms you can use. But before we create, let us also see what options we have in the generate with AI option. So when you are clicking on this option, you can choose what you want to build, whether it's a client portal, internal tool, a directory, or a membership platform. When you choose any category, you have like option to give it a prompt. You can suggest a prompt. When you click on suggest a prompt, every time you click it will change. Okay, and you can also create a custom prompt so as to start using it. So for this video tutorial, let us quickly start with the template, and we do have tons of different templates to choose from. I will probably go with the internal tools. Okay, and we can go with the expense tracker. You can preview a template and you can see its screenshots over here like this, and you can see that it requires a Airtable database. So we can also choose another one, so we don't have to use Airtable, and it doesn't require that, but it's something not of a type. So we can choose employee onboarding. Okay, and yeah, it is good to go for us. You can click on the open preview button to see its preview. You can choose any logged in user to see its dashboard, and here we have two tabs, my tasks and resources. So this is good to go. We can try out and see how it goes. Let's click on use template button over here. Once you click it, it will import all the dashboard or the database to your account. So when you click it, you can see we now have in our databases the employee onboarding portal by Softr database already imported, and we are using its tasks templates table for this block. So these are actually the blocks. You can create as many blocks as you want in your pages. So these are the pages. We are on the home page right now. We do have multiple app pages on our application, and then we do have some utility pages like login, account settings, forget password, reset password, all of those different utility pages. Okay, these are pages required by this app to function properly, and these app pages are like different from the utility pages. You can create more pages, of course, by clicking on this button over here, and you can click on this to set the page rules. Okay, conditions and all. And you can also change its view, like whether you want to show it as a list, as a horizontal card, as a table, or as a calendar. Not only this, you can also set some conditions, pagination settings, and empty state, so that whenever there are no records found in the table or in the database, this fallback message will be shown to the users. Or you can also set the block to not show when it is empty as well. Then in the content setting, you can set title. There is no title at the moment, but you can set it when you click on this toggle. And then you have some item fields. You can set its layout, name, when, and all of those things. The secondary section, right? So this is a secondary section for the notes and resources.
see over here, notes and resources. You can expand it, expand any item. So this is the expanded section, and this is a list view, of course. So you have all the settings related to your list view. Then you have some actions as well. So actions are available on the top bar menu and on the item button. So on the item button here, this done action is coming from this over here. So when you click it, it will update. Okay, this is like one click update. Completion, update method, replace existing value with the name. Okay, so you can create more action buttons over here, like open URL. When you click on it, this specific URL will be open, whatever you set over here. You can easily add these kind of actions or remove them if you don't need them. And on the top of it, you can also create like actions, like when we create a record, right? Add a new record. You can customize its text for the model to show whenever it is opened. You can set the field, of course. So when you open, like for example, preview this page, and you click on this top bar action, let me first log in. So over here, when I click on it, it is open a model, and there are no fields as of now because we haven't configured these fields. So here you can configure fields over here. So these are basically coming from a database, and this is tasks templates. Okay, so let us quickly see our databases. This is the one, and in this table we have task templates, and these are all the task templates we have in our records. So let us quickly see. These are the fields: name, when, status, notes, completion, relevant resources. So when we click on action, when we add record over here, these are the fields: completion, name, notes, status, when. So when I click on this again, now you will see that we do have all these fields whichever we enabled for our add record action, right? So this is how you can create actions. By actions, you can add records, you can delete records. On the item action, you can add a delete option as well, like delete record over here. So this will be deleted, and on the top of it you can add an add option so that you can add one more record into the table using the button. So this is really easy, really fine. Next, move to the styles. Here you can simply customize all the settings related to your block, cards, title and subtitle, core media, label, tag, text and file. But I would recommend you to customize these settings in your theme over here. Here you can customize the fonts, whether you want Roboto, Inter or any other font in the headings, and then you can also customize the font for your body. You can customize the colors, whether a text, accent or background color. You can set the app styles, the size of it, roundness. So this roundness, whatever you select, will be applied globally to all your respective items wherever this is being retrieved. And you can also set or disable the shadow. So it is always recommended to use these settings so that they can apply globally and you have some consistency across your application. Then in the advanced option, you can set the maximum content width. So this will be applied globally as well. So all these settings will be applied globally. So it's a good thing that you can customize your UI and UX very easily from one interface, and you don't have to struggle between customizing the styling on each and every component of your application or the block for this matter. So you can also set the visibility for your blocks, whether you want to show it to everyone, to the logged in users or just to the visitors. When you click on the logged in users, you also have some other settings as well, whether you want, because you do have like other fields in the logged in users about the role and all of those things. So you can also go in and select the user groups as well, so that only those user groups can see this block, right? So this is how it works, and you do have device visibility settings where you show it on mobile, tablet or the desktop, and you can see all your data right here as well. You just have to click on the data tab and you can see your tables and all the records and fields inside them. You can see that we have like 5 fields over here, 1 2 3 4 5. We can add more fields, and these are the field types that you can create. Okay, so it is very easy if you want to create or scale it, because definitely if you are importing a template, that could not be sufficient for your use case. You may need to enhance it to your use case. Then you can also create new databases as well if you want to, because you can use another database as well, but for this purpose, for this video, I'm not gonna do that. So let's delete it. Okay, so you have other options as well, like Airtable, Notion, as I said. So there's no going back, like you always have like your best option available in this application. Then this is the user table which you get. These are the dummy accounts or the users that are populated through your template, so that you can easily preview the application in logged in interface. And you have some user groups that you can create, add more custom user groups for the logged in users. And then you have data restrictions, so that you can restrict or limit the data to the users who can interact with the data sources. Then you have some notification settings where you can send your invitation, one-time code, or all of these settings, or emails. These are the transactional emails kind of things. So whenever the user is added or he creates the account, then he will get an invitation, welcome email or something. You can also invite so that they can get invitation email, one-time code email, email change confirmation, reset. So you can customize these templates very easily just by clicking on them using some dynamic tags or something. So yeah, this is really useful. You can also set the authentication, which is currently enabled. You can set the authentication method. You can also enable single sign-on provided you are on the enterprise plan. And then you have Google sign-in, which is available for all the users, and then the permanent login link. So you do have much options to allow users to authenticate easily. Then you can allow the sign up or disable it if you want to. And then some onboarding flows and the security settings, so that you can save session for 90 days. You can set it to 7 days as well, and then they will have to create a new session, otherwise their session will end after these days. Okay, so let's get back, open it again. Okay, and here on the sidebar you can see you can customize the header as well. You can set its name, set the layout. We have side, top and side options for our header like this. I like the side view. And then we have the variant, whether you want a horizontal or a square one. Keep to this horizontal. Then you can customize the links that are being shown on the header. And then you have some secondary links option as well. Then you can set buttons as well. You can add first a button to extend a link or something, or a page existing on the site. You can set a title like anything. For this purpose, you can set an icon like this. If you want to show the icon, you can click on this, so not showing like this. You can also customize the user menu from here. You can disable user menu as well. This drop down icon will show it. You can easily go to settings and customize the general settings, custom domain, integrations, mobile app, and all of those things. But let me show you what you can do whenever a new record is created, how you can automate things up. So for doing that, you just need to go back to the home page, create on workflows. Here you can create a new workflow or use the existing one, like sending a Slack alert for important records using AI, send email alerts when number hits the threshold, send a Slack alert when new record is added. So that is very easy to use. Let me show you from the scratch. So I will use a trigger like software databases, and I will use record added. Okay, so now this is a trigger, right? The database I will choose is employee onboarding portal, and the table is like tasks. So whenever a new task is created, what is going to happen, I'm gonna create some content for it, some details, okay, like this. So data source, you can choose the API, you will need to set it, you can create account, set the access key, and you're good to go. Then you can choose the model you want to use for this. I'm going to use the GPT-5, which is more reliable, and you can write the instructions. For the instructions, you can use the data coming out from your previous nodes, but we haven't done anything. So what we can do, we can create a test. So now you can see we have some data that we can utilize in this step. Okay, so let's open it, and now you can click on it and you have some data to use. So for example, you want to use the table or the notes field, and you can say something like summarize it to create the task description. Okay, so this is our prompt instructions, and whatever it generates, you can use it and update the record, right? So this is how you can actually use the workflows, and it is really easy. You can also use actually your end-to-end workflows for this purpose. Let me show you how easy it is. So you just have to use the node, just search for it, here it is, and you do have all of actions and triggers that you can use. Okay, so this is the trigger I'm using, and this is the database. I will have to choose a different database, onboarding portal, and tasks members, created records, pulling from the time zone, whatever you want to select. And then whenever this is triggered, you can generate some content using LLMs. You can add Airtable or any other nodes as well and update the records based on that. You can also create some kind of advanced applications using that as well, and finally update the records to show the details on your UI in Softr. So it is really powerful, really useful, and comes in handy when you want to create some reliable applications and you don't want to struggle with the know-how of how it works. So let me show you some pricing details, and let me show you the possibilities you can create. So coming first to the possibilities, you do have tons of possibilities. Of course, many people have created a lot of things on it. So on the solutions tab, you can see the portals, inventory management, CRM, knowledge base, ERP. So you can create really nice apps in these categories. So this is how powerful it is and how useful it is. So coming to the pricing, which is the most crucial part, I would say. So you can start using it for free, but you do have some limitations on it. So I would recommend using on the basic plan, which starts by approx 50 USD or 49 USD per month, and allows you various data sources you can connect with, and you can create 3 published applications, 20 application users, 2 user groups, and 50,000 software database records you can add, and 2,500 software workflows actions per month. So actions are actually the executions. So let me show you. So these are the runs, these are the executions. So whenever the workflow is run, it will show you here. So this is the limit which is defined out here, and then you have some thousands of AI credits per month, and you do have everything free, which is also being added as Kanban payment, custom code, embed software apps externally, custom email sender, and all of these features. So this is really useful. But if you want to use as an agency, you want to create some tools for your customers and clients, then you can choose to go with the business or professional plan, or you can contact them for the enterprise pricing. So yeah, so this is really useful, really nice, and much more sophisticated and reliable from its alternatives, which is of course Airtable interfaces, Glide, Noloco, and all of this. But Lovable, Bolt, and Replit, these are actually in verses, but they are different in different league. So I would not suggest to compare it with this, but yeah, you can compare it with Noloco, Bubble, or the Airtable interfaces, of course. So yeah, if you are having data with Airtable, you can go with Airtable interfaces as well. But if you are looking to have a much better option and looking to advance and want an application which is not only quick, gives you sophisticated UI, allows you to customize to the fullest, then you can definitely check in Softr and see how it works for you. So you can definitely do well. So this was all for this video. You can check out the link in description if you want to create the account, so that you can see some discount coming in or not. So yeah, this is all for this video. See you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching.